Yo guys, so we're back for a new tutorial, and I think that you already know what's the sample. What I think you already know the thing. So yeah, let's get straight to it. Because the first thing I started with, of course, is the sample My from Johnny Jill, and it's really a great sample, and yeah, I can't say much more about it. The only thing I did with that sample is, of course, I auto tuned it because it was tuned to a major scale, so I tuned it into a minor scale. I used the lo-fi bandpass radio preset to filter it a little bit, vintage chorus to add more of like a greedy texture to it, just to add a low texture to it. Nice. I also filtered the frequencies that I didn't like after the vintage chorus, and then we're gonna add a bit of reverb. Of course, low cut, make sure to put to 500 600, the decay about 1 to 2 seconds, and the mix a little bit low to 15 seconds. Once you have this, make sure to just put it in stereo separation, and you're gonna end up with something that sounds a little bit like this. Then I added piano. There was already on it, so I didn't have to do that much with it. The only thing I did is I filtered the frequencies of it, and together they just sound amazing. So I'm not gonna play it because you already know the sample. Alright, I'm just gonna mute the sample, by the way, for the entire thing. Let's get to the real arrangement this time. Alright, this thing. Then you know me, I had to go to Contact, and I used the one SEM keys 2 from Retro Machines. This is a really great way to get retro sound, basically like 80s and 90s. I just copied the chord progression of the song. It's going from a D major chord into a C sharp minor into a B minor chord. All right, I'm not going to tell you everything, really. It's real simple. Also, make sure that you go here into view, scale highlighting, choose your minor, natural, Aeolian, and your root notes. This is a tip you can do if you found the key of the sample. It's basically just playing the chord progression, and yeah, that's it. Also filter the frequencies, and as you can see, again, I filtered it a little bit more here on the quick EQ, and I also use wider to make it a little bit more stereo. Then I copied the chord progression into the Better Watch Out preset from MULTIKIT, and with that one I filtered the frequencies, added a little bit of chorus, and removed all the lows from it. Then again, I copied the chord progression into MULTIKIT again, and I used the Childhood VHS preset. I just changed it a little bit. I removed all the decay from it, and also I filtered the frequencies, removed all the lows, and added a little bit of chorus. Chorus is gonna be your best friend. By the way, vintage chorus is from FL Studio, so you can get it for free. Then I followed the chord progression with a bass using MULTIKIT again on the basic presets. And for that one, I filtered the frequencies, especially the lows, because I'm going to use an 808, and again the lows here. Then I used the vocal lead, and I used a lead basically to go with it, so it emphasizes the sound of the vocals. And I used the humble sign lead on Xenology, and also another lead from Purity, the autumn lead, and they're playing the same notes as the vocals, so this is how they sound together. And for the mix, I just filtered the frequencies, put it a little bit to the right, and for the second one, I filtered the frequencies and put it a little bit to the left. Then I added the bell, the Snowflakes preset from Xenology. For that one, I filtered the frequencies and added a little bit of vintage verb. Then I copied the chord progression into small strings from Xenology. And again, filter the frequencies. I'm gonna say it every time, but yeah, this is really simple. And I also added another string, just playing C sharp. It's the last strings preset from Xenology, and for that one I just, guess what, filter the frequencies. So yeah, we're done with the melodies. I just added a couple of effects that you can find inside of my summer drum kit, guys. This is one of the greatest drum kit, free drum kit, by the way, that you can get on my website for any R&B style. So yeah, it's gonna help you a lot, especially for this new summer, upcoming summer, because I'm gonna drop a new drum kit just a little bit after summer, like this one, the summer drum kit. Also, all the drums are from this kit, so if you like them, just go grab it. Let's start with the zap. So instead of using using a normal hi-hat, I actually used a laser for that one because I really like the sound of the laser, and I saw COBAIN do this, so it's a really great thing to do when you're making sexy drill. And the first thing I started with is of course the pattern. Basic pattern you can do is place 1 on the first, skip 2, place, skip 2, place, skip 1, place, and you have the basic pattern. Now you can do it again, so skip 2, place, skip 2, place, and then skip 1, and you can do that for the entire pattern. But you also need to experiment, of course, add rolls, for example, play with the velocities, and you should end up with something that sounds like this. Now do the same with the hi-hat this time. For the hi-hat, you can also add a little bit of delay. Make sure to put the volume quite low, the pan of course left or right, ping pong mode, you know, for the stereo effect, and the time to 30, so the third dot. Then I added the S3X snare, so I can't call it another name than S3X because YouTube is not gonna like it, but if you want it, it's inside of my Summrs DrumKit snares, and it's this one, all right, and it sounds like this. And it's just playing on the third beat, as you can see. I'm not gonna break it down because you already know how it sounds like and where it sounds. Then I added percs, so a snap, for example. I added a clave here, a triangle. By the way, this triangle is playing original 90s. I'm gonna show you how. Look at this. This is the basic 90s sound, you know, they used it a lot, so I just copied the sound, how it sounds, and this is really good, a great perc. Also add voxes, and for the percs I can't really give you any tip because it's just me experimenting, and that's something you should do too. You should experiment when you're making this. Now for the kick, what I did is I placed it 1 on the first, then 1 on the 4th beat, then 1 on the 2nd, and that's it. I just copied this again and again. So this I copied it here, as you can see, I copied it here, and I copied it here basically, and I just even copied it on 2 things, so a stomp, an open hat, and also this from battery. So it's another kick from the 190s kit, so that's the name of it. By the way, if you don't have any VSTs, if you're searching for VSTs or stuff, go get Native Instruments 360 Plus subscription. They have great sound in it, so really I highly suggest you all to do this. I also added the shaker of the sample because it was really good and I loved it. Creates a nice ambience. And for the spins 808s, the first thing I do with my 808s is boost them a little bit all the time. Even COBAIN does this, any actual producer does this, so boost a little bit your 808s so they slap, you see what I mean? Then just follow the chord progression and the kick pattern. All right, so for example here, 1st, 4th, 2nd, all right, like this. That's the thing I showed you. Now you just want to experiment with the notes, the tunes. For example, I went from D5 to D6, which is 1 octave up, and I also played with the rhythm. As you can see, I'm not gonna overextend where it shouldn't be playing. For example, D should not be playing where a C sharp should be playing. I'm just gonna cut it, but I'm not gonna place a C sharp here because it's gonna sound a little bit too much. You see what I mean? Also filter the frequencies, especially the really lows. You can even filter the highs if you don't like them, and add a free soft clipper so it clips and it slaps. Also I added a pro Q just to bring up a little bit those high frequencies, and I used a soft clipper on my master to make sure that it clips and the bass slaps. All right, and I mean there's everything now. You know all my secrets. Yeah, I even added more effects, as you can see, a scratch, and for the intro I just used Fruity Loft filter on the simple bandpass preset, and yeah, it just slaps. It just sounds insane. There's nothing really much to it. It's a simple beat, but it slaps. As always, I hope that the tutorial was useful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you liked the video. You can also click on the notification bell if you want to stay tuned for any new uploads, especially for the new drum kits, the upcoming drum kits. So yeah, don't forget this. Don't forget also that Jesus loves you and that I love you too. All right, I love you. And as always, guys, peace out.